Hello students. So in the last class we discussed about how do we name a living organism, what are the different precautions that need to be taken while naming a living organism, what is the first part of the nomenclature known as represent, and what does the second part represent. First part represent the genus and the second part represent the species. So moving on, we need to understand how does this nomenclature developed. It was first developed and used in naming plants and animals by Linnaeus in his books entitled Species Plantarum. Linnaeus has been considered the father of taxonomy since he developed a binomial system of nomenclature and a system of classification. What is the system of classification? To study the diversity among living organisms in an effective way, we need to arrange various kinds of organisms in an effective way. We need to arrange various kinds of organisms in a systematic way. The method of arranging organisms into groups or sets on the basis of similarity and differences is known as classification. So in order to study different kind of individuals or different types of organisms, we need to separate those organisms depending on their similarities and dissimilarities. So in terms of their behavior or in terms of their structure, we need to differentiate them in terms of those characteristics, and that process is known as classification. What is the importance of classification? Makes the study of a wide variety of organisms very easy, projects before us a picture of all life forms at a glance, is essential to understand the interrelationships among different groups of individuals, forms a base for the development of other biological sciences. So the importance is that it makes the study of such vast organisms very easily, and it lays before us a clear picture of different kind of organisms at a summary of it, or at a glance. And it is also important, or it is also essential to understand the interrelationships among different species, different groups of organisms, and it also forms a base for the development of other biological sciences. Classification and evolution. Classification in life forms is closely related to the evolution. So, how does an organism evolve themselves from one characteristics to another as per the changing situation? So, depending on that, it is classified. So evolution also plays an important role in classification of a organism. Most life forms that we see today have risen by the accumulation of charge in its body design that allow the organism possessing them to survive better. Charles Darwin first described this idea of evolution in his book The Origin of Species. So all the organisms that we have seen have evolved themselves over some time, depending on the facilities, depending on the situation, or depending on the natural conditions available to them. They have evolved themselves, and that is how they are classified. So evolution plays an important role, and for the first time Charles Darwin was the one who used this term evolution in his book The Origin of Species. Now, what is the connection between evolution and classification? If the idea of evolutions is connected to classification, it becomes apparently with the ancient body design have not changed much. The other groups of organisms with ancient designs, or in the first commonly referred to as the primitive or lower, are simpler, while those with recent body design, or in the second group, are commonly referred as advanced or higher and are complex organisms. So, as I told you, evolution plays an important role in classification of an organism, or a group of organisms. So, if the concept of evolution is connected with classification, so it is very obvious that the ancient body designs have not changed much. There are also group of individuals who have evolved themselves, and they have very little characteristics of the ancient structures. Those are very simpler organisms, but which have very higher differences or dissimilarities. Those are known as very complex organisms. Basis of classification. 5 kingdoms system of classification has been suggested by H. Whittaker. Whittaker has based his classification of scheme on of the following three levels of organism: the prokaryotic versus eukaryotic structure of cells, the unicellular versus multicellular, and modes of nutrition, that is photosynthesis, absorption from the environment, and ingestion. So H. Whitaker is basically gave the concept of five kingdom system of classification. So he has divided this. He has further classified it into three different categories: prokaryotic versus eukaryotic, the unicellular versus multicellular, and the mode of nutrition. So hierarchy of classification groups: kingdom, phylum or division, and then the class, and then the order, and then the family, and the genus, and the species. So in the next class we'll start with hierarchy of classification groups.